Thank you, Jim. And it's really a pleasure to meet all again today. For many of you, I've been Zooming with you for the last 2.5 years, so it's good to see you in person. So today's breakfast is particularly special. As many as you know, it's the first breakfast that the Mount Sinai Adolescent Health System has held since before the pandemic. And I am thrilled to gather here in person to celebrate the critical work that the Adolescent Health Center does. Today's inspiring honorees and the young people affected by the incredible work done by the Adolescent Health Center, you're going to hear from today. I'd like to extend an especially warm welcome this morning to New York City's Council member, Julie Menon, who is taking the time to share this special morning with us. Thank you. Before I go further, I would also like to thank the co-chairs of this event for their wonderful efforts to ensure today is a great success. As I call your name, please stand to be recognized. The co-chairs are Dr. Alex Berenstein, Dr. Tracy Brin, Dr. Michael Carrera, Lisa Maisley Grossman, Dr. Jonathan Lesser, Dr. Laura Macus, Michelle May, Dr. Angel Palermo, Dr. Lynn Richardson, Yolanda Rosado Carasquillo, Dr. Nigella Sante Thomas, Dr. Richard Saffer. Thank you very much for all you do for the Adolescent Health Center. And today, like Jim Tisch, I would like to congratulate today's incredible honorees. Thank you for the amazing work that you do to support the Adolescent Health Center and its young people. It is 54 years of excellence, innovation, and always finding a way. This has perhaps never been more evident during the COVID-19 pandemic, when the center remained open for in-person care Monday through Saturday at a time when many in-person youth services were closing. That required dedication, heroism, and bravery, and caring. Knowing that New York City's young people would continue to need a space to access in-person care, the center's team pulled together to continuing to deliver safe and effective and loving care, both in person and virtually, at no cost to our youth during a period of tremendous anxiety and pressure. As our world changes, so do the challenges facing today's young people, as we know that the rate of depression and anxiety has never been higher. Perhaps most in the forefront today is that youth mental health crisis, which was building for years before the pandemic. But as a psychiatrist myself, I can attest to how important it is to address this crisis. And yes, it is a crisis. The Mount Sinai Adolescent Health Center is a jewel in the crown of the Mount Sinai Health System in our medical school. It is uniquely positioned to help our young people through the current crisis. In fact, it is the gold standard model in which any young person can walk through its doors and receive comprehensive, confidential, integrated health care at no cost. There's nothing like it in the country. It gives young people the support that they need to heal and to thrive, and grow into the healthiest version of themselves. By providing medical, sexual, and reproductive health care, mental health, nutrition, health education, optical, legal services under one roof, they make sure that all New York City youth have access to this high-quality care that they need and deserve. The Mount Sinai Health System also offers innovative programs for transgender and gender nonconforming youth, young people living with HIV, young parents and their children, and survivors of trauma, including human trafficking. This model means that youth who come in for, say, a school physical, they can also access STI testing, meet with a therapist for the first time, and even get new glasses. All under one roof, no cost. It's amazing. They don't need to figure out how to navigate a very complex health system. They just need to show up. Innovative programs like the Mount Sinai Adolescent Health Center are more important now than ever before. As adolescents and young adults, they have to manage the trauma of an unprecedented COVID-19 pandemic, continued economic uncertainty, and the nation's most recent racial reckoning. It's never been more important for you to support the Mount Sinai Adolescent Health System, and I thank you for that. And now it is my privilege to introduce to you someone who needs no introduction, is a legend in her own right, Angela Diaz.